Welcome to our channel! Today, we're learning how to play the 3 to 8 player game Dixit. Dixit is a beautiful, creative board game that encourages players to use their imagination and storytelling skills. In each round, one player takes on the role of the storyteller and gives a clue that's not too obvious and not too vague, related to one of their cards. The other players choose cards from their hands that they think match the clue, and all the chosen cards are shuffled and revealed. Players then vote on which card they believe belongs to the storyteller. Points are scored based on players' ability to guess the storyteller's card while swaying others' votes towards their own. The player with the most points at the end of the game wins. To set up, place the game board in the center of the table. Shuffle the deck of cards and deal 6 to each player. Players keep their hand secret. The remaining cards form a draw pile. Each player chooses a rabbit pawn to represent themselves and places it on the starting space of the scoring track. Each player also takes a voting dial. If you are a group of 3 players, there are some special rules for you at the end of the video. Let's learn how to play. The game is played in turns. Choose a player to be the active player. That player will look at his hand, choose one card, and come up with a clue to the card. Have fun coming up with your clues. It can be anything. One or many words, a phrase, a sound, a line from a movie, or even an inside joke. Other players now look at their own cards and pick one that seems to best illustrate the clue given by the active player. Selected cards are given face down to the active player. The active player shuffles the cards handed to him together with his own. Then he randomly places the cards face up around the game board next to the indicated card slot. If you are a group of 3 players, head to the end of the video for special setup and rules. It is now time to vote. Each player, except the active player, now turns the dial on their voting wheels to reflect the number of the card that they think belongs to the active player. Players cannot vote for their own card. When everyone has voted, they will simultaneously reveal their voting dials and place them on the cards they refer to. Now, the storyteller can reveal which card was his. If all players or no players voted for the storyteller's card, the storyteller doesn't score any points, and all other players will each score 2. If some players voted for the storyteller's card, the storyteller scores 3 points, and players who voted for the storyteller's card also score 3 points each. In addition, each player scores a bonus 1 point for each vote received on their own card. Players move their rabbit pawns along the scoring track 1 space per point. The cards that were around the scoring track are placed face up in the discard pile. All players draw a card from the draw pile to have 6 cards in their hand again. If there are not enough cards left in the draw pile to deal to all players, shuffle the discard pile to form a new draw pile. It is now time to set up for the next round. The player to the left of the storyteller now becomes the new storyteller. If at the end of a turn, when 1 or more players reach or exceed 30 points on the scoring track, the game ends immediately. The player with the most points wins. 3-player rules. All the rules in the game apply except for the following. Players play with 7 cards instead of 6. When responding to the clue, each player, except the storyteller, selects 2 cards from their hand instead of 1, so there will be 5 cards around the scoring track. And that's it! We hope Dixit enchants and delights you with its gorgeous art and imaginative gameplay. It's a modern classic for good reason and will remain a fixture on our shelves for a long time more. Thanks for watching! If you enjoyed this tutorial, like, share and subscribe for more game guides. Let us know in the comments which game you'd like to master next.